brilliant. Okay.
Okay, so obviously we're here today for the launch of Cloud9, which is a new hair styling iron. It's been developed and manufactured by the original creators of GHD, and it's part of the original GHD founders that have launched this brand. It's a totally separate company and brand to GHD, but it's the original team that are getting back together after 10 years or so since GHD has been around to launch this new styling iron, which is a whole new, different concept in hairstyling, really.
Might look the same, but quite simply what you'll find.
That's what we want to know. What's so different?
Yeah, it's very different. It is mainly due to the fact that for the first time the developers of an iron have successfully managed to introduce a temperature gauge that actually works, because they've got the know-how, because they've been at it for a long time. What you'll find with this is you've not just got a tool that enables you to style at 200 degrees like a GHD does, or like any other iron at that temperature, but you can drop the heat or increase the heat, and it allows you to not only achieve poker straight or springy curls like an iron normally could, but you can achieve a much more natural finish as well. So you can use it simply to smooth a blow dry, you can use it to achieve really natural looking waves. You've got quite curly. Do you use GHD to curl your hair?
I don't know. This is natural. This is
because you could achieve but you could actually achieve even looser waves on your hair. You can just get a really natural straight rather than poker straight.
Okay, but does it do the poker straight as well though?
It does the poker straight. It goes above 200 degrees.
Brilliant. Yeah.
So you've got that.
You've got the choice.
You've got that choice.
Yeah.
And also a lot of people, and this is what the research told us, and we know this anyway, and Guillaume, who's a stylist, knows this, people are concerned about the heat damage to their hair, but they're not going to stop using their irons.
No.
That's the thing. Now what you can do now is just give your hair a break. A lot of people with medium to thick, fine hair don't actually need 200 degrees to achieve the look that they want. You can actually, Guillaume did my hair earlier on 150, and I was blown away by the fact that he was able to do that, because people are addicted to the heat, but they don't want the damage that goes with it. So
because I've noticed when I'm using sometimes various different irons that you see the smoke. And that's when I know not to do it. That's when I know to stop and calm down, because you can hear it.
You do. I mean, there's different parts of your hair as well. If you've got a fringe, or if you've got, the front of your hair is going to be more brittle, or you don't need as high a temperature on it. I don't use a higher temperature on underneath bits, because that doesn't need to be as styled as the bit on top. And also I want to keep my body. Don't want it to go. Which, sometimes I do want it to be that straight, but sometimes I just want it to look a bit natural and a bit, not like I've just had it styled, just like it looks nice, So,
it also helps your hair to look healthy because there's a special ingredient.
Oh yeah. If you look at the plates, it's just the developers have included.
So it's still ceramic, but it's got something.
It's got something in it.
On it, It's almost sparkly. If you have a look, it's like glittery.
So it adds even extra shine to your hair.
Okay.
So you can take one away to try, and you'll find that it just glides through your hair and leaves it looking so shiny. And you've got to try the different temperatures as well. Anyway, I'll just to you can take one of these away, and this is like a prototype, like packaging and stuff, because it's not actually launched yet. But what we've done here is outline the different types of hair, and then the different types of styles that you might want to achieve with your iron. That you've got all of these options. If you've got fine hair, you mustn't go over 150. You don't need to.
So I think that's what we need to know, and the public need to know really, is like what temperature could be for what types of hair, because you don't know really.
I think the best thing to do is try it on the lowest heat possible and slowly crank it up, because it heats up so quickly.
And it means you can use it often without worrying. And also the next day, just say you've straightened your hair, like one day, the next day you won't need to use that really, really strong heat. If you're not, you'll just do it with a lighter heat.
But you can change your looks really easily, because if you did do, for example, if you did do a curl with another straightener, they might be really tight, and then you're kind of stuck with that then. You always have to totally re-straighten your hair. Whereas with the Cloud9, it doesn't ever let you, you're in control.
If you're at a lower, that's the thing. I mean, you can just, one day you can have it wavy, next day you can have it straight, next day you can have it curly, next day you can have it a bit more of a natural straight, so it's just a bit more kind of fluffy,
you can do a lot more. You can do a lot with it.
Yeah, and I think the essence of the Cloud9 brand is it's not telling you what to do with your hair. It's not dictating your look. It's handing the control over to you.
Yeah.
You're not at the mercy of that high heat. You're the one in control. You're the one who's wielding the power.
Yeah.
So
how is it on extensions, on hair extensions?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Extensions.
Extensions.
Yeah, with the Cloud9.
Well, natural hair extensions.
Natural hair extensions, various different types.
Yeah, you can use heat as you would normally do with extensions. You kind of, if it's natural hair, you can use as much heat as you want, or as little as you want. But it's obviously going to be better to style hair extensions with the Cloud9 irons because of the lowest temperature settings and the performance of the irons. So you can get the best of both worlds, kind of thing. You just
without having to worry about.
Yeah, you without having to worry about damaging all that really expensive hair you just have put in. You just use a lower temperature setting and therefore just get a really nice result anyway. You don't need that sort of heat to get your hair to curl, to get your hair to be shiny and smooth. The cuticle is closed really nicely. It's actually probably better to use a lower temperature setting, on their extensions, so you preserve them. If you put it 200, it's going to frazzle them.
It's like your own hair, that though, isn't
it? It's
you've got a market there, really, isn't it, with hair extensions, because that is a big concern, isn't it, when you're actually
but
using.
I think it's not to take away from the fact that you can go high if you want to.
If you want to,
You can also take it low as well.
Yeah.
And it just gives you some more flexibility.
Do you want to
it's
see?
not a straightener, it's a tool.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's able to do anything.
If you get a slap on the fingers if you call it straight.
Yeah,
it's to me it's like a new tool. It kind of puts itself in between a straightener and like the lower end of the market. It's like really high-end ironed with all the features that you need and you could only find into the lower end market. So you've got the best of both worlds, a really good styling tool, styling tool, straightener, or the way you want to call it, with that temperature setting, and it's like it's heaven. It's like sends me to Cloud9. No, but this is from a stylist point of view. It's that missing tool. You had either really hot styler or the kind of mediocre quality thing. So now you have a really good quality iron with the really excellent temperature setting. So what else can I want?
So you don't need a range of irons. This is you can do
just
with one.
Just the one.
Although the range it comes in 3 different sizes.
You can get
so
the wide iron and there's also a mini iron, but this is launching first.
Yeah.
So that's like the standard size, the original size, and then you have the bigger, the wider ones, which also have temperature settings. So it kind of almost opens another scope of styling, because the wider the iron is, the looser the curl will be. But then, combination of thickness of the iron, thickness of the section of the hair you're taking when you're styling it, and the heat setting, it's just, you can imagine all the possibilities, and I'm quite excited about it, because
the thing is with Cloud9, it's only available and will only be available in salons, because you won't be able to buy it on the high street. Because you need to buy this from a stylist.
So that the stylist can actually recommend it for your hair, your type of hair, and give you the range of educate you on the range of settings. And
I think at the end of the day, it's a professional styling tool, which has been designed with professional stylists in mind, which is why there is the range of different size irons, because primarily it's a stylist that help you achieve your dream hair, and then you can take this away as a consumer and continue to achieve that look, but you won't be able to find it on the high street. It's going to stay in salons. But I think I don't think that's a bad thing.
No, I think that's a good thing, actually, especially if you've got the temperature gauges and you can use that as a selling point.
Yeah, definitely.
So great.
Do you want to have a look at some of the different looks?
Definitely.
And techniques?
Definitely.
Great.